sports. Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the East Carolina Pirates, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it to the right. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
They go to the ground. Hard running there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Man, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mind.
And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
This time it's complete. The Pirates headed quickly to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so different.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. And eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Pirates trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Finds his big tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, East Carolina. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Hunt. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
East Carolina 8, Ohio 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Pirates in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Makes the grab down the middle. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pirates! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. Touchdown, ECU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They believe they can run right here. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's Hunt. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. On the move to his left. He's going to take off. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunt. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner goes down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Find space on the right. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
How about the turn of events when you're about to give up points? Not only do I take the football away, by God, I almost put this thing in the house, almost return it back. Dude, chewing up grass, great blocking out in front, did everything right except for score the touchdown. Now offense.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Returner runs out back.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Hunt. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Right back to him on the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
Set to kick it off.
heads to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the ground and try to move the chains. The Bobcats will have a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got the first down and still on his feet. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, East Carolina. And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. Third and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first. Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw on second down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, East Carolina 36, Ohio 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Pirates! And the stomping has commenced. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Ruiz. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, big juke to get past. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And that ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Getting some heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Pirates are in the hurry up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. Touchdown, ECU. And the route is on. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter. And forget the kick. He's going to throw it.
And this always is the debate. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio takes over the Bobcats. Bobcat offense heads to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll try the run. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Now facing a 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to... And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And the punishment has been extended. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down for this offense. Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.